Hey guys, what's up? It's Fern. Thank you so much for joining me for another Planty video. Today we are doing a repot with me. I was making my spring Planty to-do list the other day, well, kind of starting it. While I was doing my watering, I would just jot down whatever I thought needed to be done within like the next month or so. And the first 4 things that I wrote were repotting. So I was just like, okay, let's knock those ones out and I will just film a repot with me. So that is what we're going to do today. I don't even remember what the plants were. I'm gonna go grab my list. Okay, so the plants are Hoya fungi, and this one needs to be repotted because it's in a small terracotta pot and it's just drying out way too quickly. So I want to switch that to plastic preferably. And then honestly, the same thing is happening with my Philodendron burlmarks fantasy. It's just getting so dry. Those like really small terracotta pots, it's just really hard to keep your plants watered in those. And then, oh yeah, this is kind of a big one. My Philodendron gloriosum needs to be repotted. I think I'm gonna put it back in my terracotta long planter. I used to have a different gloriosum in that pot, and then unfortunately it got thrips, so that pot's been empty. But this one is coming to the edge of its current pot, so definitely need to size that one up. And then lastly, my maranta. I'm just not really happy with how it's doing and the soil mix that it's in. It just looks like it needs a refresh. So yeah, let's just grab the plants. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with these 2 small ones, the Hoya fungi. Let's talk about them one at a time, actually. Yeah, so like I said, it's just drying out super quickly in this tiny little pot. Same thing with this one, actually. But oh my goodness, look at how big the newest leaf is. I cannot believe the size difference. Like, it just came in so massive. It actually was putting out another leaf, but got too dry because of this pot and it dropped it. However, I can see that there is going to be new growth coming in soon. You can see the growth point there. So this isn't so much about sizing them up, but more so just getting them out of this terracotta. It's gonna be a bit of a size up. I am gonna use these plastic pots again. I love these. Yeah, so let's just take them out. I'm actually really curious to see what the roots look like on this guy as well. This is actually a really nice soil mix, so we're gonna reuse as much as possible. Okay, not much for roots. Uh-oh. They look pretty dry, which doesn't really surprise me, but I don't know. I'm hoping that they will be okay, but they just look really dry. I don't know if you can even really see. Oh yeah, you can here. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh, this is sphagnum. Okay, that's good. I think. Or is it roots? It's honestly hard to tell. Might be roots, actually. Uh-oh. Yeah, this might be rotting on us. I'm gonna pot it up and just cross my fingers because, like, it looks good, but that's not looking the best root wise. There's a fungus gnat flying around here. Okay, just gonna fill her up. Oh shoot, my scoop. I was using my scoop for my outdoor plants. I'm just gonna use a little measuring cup. Alright, that one was quick and easy. Looks good in here. let's hope that the roots start doing better on this guy. This one is kind of sentimental to me just because this is the only Hoya that I've ever grown back from wet stick. But yeah, I mean, if it starts declining, I can take a cutting and reroot it. But hopefully it just rehydrates okay and continues to grow. Okay, so next we have the Philodendron burlmarks Fantasy. I love this plant so much. But basically the same thing is going on where it's just drying out too much, and I think that that's really inhibiting its growth. You don't want like a super severe dry period between every watering, which is essentially what's been going on because I just can't keep up with these. These were just potted, or sorry, these were just watered like a couple days ago and it's completely bone dry already. As you can see, we have a new leaf that is like getting stuck as well at the top there. I'm just gonna leave that for now, but it looks like it might snap off. Anyways, we're gonna do the same thing. Pot up into this plastic pot. Let's take a look at these roots. Hopefully they look a little bit better. Oh boy, oh my gosh. These are way spindlier than I was expecting. They look like they're like on the verge of rot. I think that they are okay, but definitely not a robust root system on this little guy. Oh, the poor thing. Let's hope it does better in here. Ollie, why are you barking, honey pie? Why you bark? I'm glad that I'm doing this before we get deeper into the growing season, because things are already growing or drying out too fast for me. So yeah, it's definitely time to get on top of this. I could have done this like a month ago. I should have never potted them into this. I mean, the Hoya was okay in here for a while, but I don't think that this is ever really suitable for a philodendron, so I don't know why I put this plant in there to begin with. Okay, this is better. This is gonna be so much better. Okay, excellent. Now let's do the maranta, and then I'll save the big gloriosum for last. Okay, so this is my variegated maranta. This really had quite the fall from grace in my collection. I used to have a massive, beautiful one. It was one of my top favorite plants. And I took a cutting and thought that it was just going to take off and grow to be another large and robust plant. But this, well, it got thrips in the winter, which was a major problem. But even though it was treated for that, it just hasn't really bounced back. And it's been, you know, it's been a long time since it's given me a new leaf. So I was very happy to see that we do have a new leaf right there. I was so happy when I saw this beginning to poke out. Oh my goodness, there's actually another little growth starting on the other side as well, which is amazing. So perhaps we are turning a corner here. I don't know, I'm gonna take a look at the roots and then decide if I'm gonna use the same pot or do a different pot or what. I just like, I don't know, this soil or this whatever potting mix is in here just feels like almost like it's become dense and compacted. So that's why I wanted to repot this. I might size up, we'll see what's going on in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're definitely gonna be sizing up. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe that was part of the problem. I had no idea how rooted this is. And uh-oh, you guys. Do you remember how I used to use the plastic produce mesh? It's like embedded behind the roots. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get that out. It's like you can barely see it. It's really, really in there. This is like solid. I don't think I'm getting that out. I really don't think so. Whoops, no. It probably won't hurt the plant being in there, I hope, I don't know. Okay, so I need to find a larger pot for this thing. Holy crap, I was not expecting that. Okay, so the only pot that I have right now that is bigger than a 4-inch is this terracotta pot. So terracotta, not my favorite for a maranta, but it's doable. I've grown a few marantas in terracotta and they've been just fine. Okay, let's just fill her up. I'm gonna use some of this bark to cover the bottom. Yeah, I don't really use that produce mesh to cover the drainage holes anymore, just because I was finding that I was having the problem of it getting embedded in the roots and stuff, and just kind of, I don't know if that is detrimental to the roots or not, because they can just grow right through it, but I don't know, I just don't like it. And usually after a few waterings, the soil isn't coming out of the bottom of the pot anyways, so it's not really that big of an issue. Or I just find like a big piece of bark or perlite or even leca to pop in there. I do think it's a good idea if you do need to keep soil in, but yeah, you just have to watch out for the roots getting tangled up in it. Okay, oh wow, this plant's gonna have so much more room. I cannot wait. It's probably gonna grow like a beast for me now. This whole time I have been like thinking that the plant was just being a poor grower, but it was actually my fault. This thing was super root bound. Sorry. I actually love Miranta a lot. I can't believe that this is the only one in my collection right now. Like, that's super weird to me. I've always had like several in my collection. The other ones just, I think it was the thrips. I think the thrips took my last 2 out, but I'm still hanging on to this one. I do have a whole care video on these that I made a while ago now, in like 2 moves ago in my old place. Because I have had pretty good success growing them, so if you're curious of any growing tips, you can always check that out. But yeah, can't wait to see this one thrive now. Oh my goodness, quite the upgrade for her. I feel so bad. Just gonna give these ones a water through and set up my station for my gloriosum next. Okay, so here is my beautiful gloriosum, and this is what I'm talking about. It's like right at the edge of the pot, so definitely going to be upgrading, and this is going to be the new pot right here. Really excited to have a plant in that pot again. All right, let's take a look at the roots. I have no idea what they're gonna look like. Oh, I have some crystals in here, I think. Just little ones. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so pretty decent root system on this one. Not like root bound or anything, but this is a pretty nice root system. Don't you guys think? Looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, I just broke. Oh, I just broke the root that was coming out of this. Oh, that's so annoying. Will it grow back? I hope so. And my battery's dying, of course, when my hands are full of dirt. Okay, again, I'm gonna try to reuse some of this. Just gonna move this over. Try to make room here. Okay. Let's try to fill some of this up. And I'm gonna be trying out a new product for this plant. I actually just remembered that I got this in the mail. I should have used it for the other ones we did, but honestly, I'm probably gonna have to be picky with which plants I use it because it's mycorrhizal inoculants. And this tiny little package cost me over $30, so this better be like magic inside of here or something. I don't know. Never tried it before, but I see other people use it. I know Charmaine uses it, and a bunch of people in my Discord sing its praises as well. So I figured I would hop on the train and give it a try. Also, I've been getting a lot of questions about my Discord, and that's a perk of my Patreon. So it's not like a public server. So I'm sorry, but it's a really fun time if you do ever want to join. My Patreon is always linked in the description down below. Yeah, it's really awesome. It's just like a bunch of plant friends chatting all the time. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna have to add some more. I need a bigger scoop for this one. It's gonna take forever. I need to mix up more soil soon too. It's always satisfying making a fresh batch. Okay, we'll see how that's going to be. Do that. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so on the back of this, there's like a bunch of calculations. And I think I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit, like, I don't know. I should have done more research on this. I don't know if it matters if you have to be like super specific about it. Oh boy. Okay, let me get a teaspoon. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to like sprinkle a teaspoon across this. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully it's not too much. I don't know. It might be too much actually. Maybe I'll do just like half the teaspoon. I honestly don't know. I'm not gonna put the whole, I put almost the whole teaspoon, but not quite. People who actually know about this are gonna be yelling at me in the comments, but I'm a newbie. Okay, okay. So, now I'm gonna set her in. Oh, I cannot wait to watch her grow more. I went through a period where this plant just like, I don't know, it wasn't too happy, wasn't really growing, but now I'm so excited to watch this grow some more. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Crawling plants weird me out so much. Like, we just have half of an empty container now. Hopefully it's not going to be too big and she'll just grow into it. I don't know. I'm like much more used to climbing philodendrons, so I only have 2 crawling philodendron, possibly 3. I'm not sure about the SP silver. Some people say it crawls, some people say it climbs, so I honestly am just gonna have to wait until it grows, but obviously this one is for sure a crawler. Look at her go. And my McDowell, I am going to have to pot that into a long pot eventually. But yeah, hopefully she does well in here. I'm so excited to have her in this. I think I'm still going to keep her in my greenhouse cabinet. I'm gonna try to squeeze her in. It's getting tight in there lately, but I'm gonna be taking the amidrium out soon, so that'll free up a lot of space. Anyways, super happy with this. Also can't wait to see if she does any better with the mycorrhizae. Yeah, we shall see. Alright, so that's gonna be the end of this repot with me. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm going to be adding on to that spring to-do list, so I'm sure we're gonna have a lot more repotting and plant chores type videos coming up, so I hope that you enjoyed that. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It really helps me out. Also, make sure you are subscribed to my channel for more planty content. I think that is it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you like crazy. Okay, bye.